I just want to ask you one question this year. Will you keep lying to yourself? Hi guys, I'm Ren. Welcome back to my channel. This is where we level up and become the best, baddest version of ourselves. Today I'm back with another girls chat. Are you going to reach your full potential? And if you are up for the challenge, exactly how you can do that in the last 2 months of the year. I'm not going to lie, I've spent so many years not really knowing who I am or what my full potential even looks like. You often hear people say, oh my God, go out, get your dreams, live for your purpose. You need to live for your purpose. What the hell is your purpose? And how do you even get there? But the process starts with individualization. This is a process of bringing parts of your subconscious mind to your personality. So things that we don't even realize we're doing, or how we act, or the weird little ips and bips about us, instead of trying to hide those parts of us, instead of trying to push them deep in a corner so people cannot see, actually bringing them through to our personality and letting them shine, letting people see who we actually are. Because I'm not gonna lie, when people say, individuality, be yourself, okay, but what does that even look like? If you've spent most of your life, like me, people pleasing or acting a certain way around a certain group or a certain type of people or in a certain setting, when someone says, okay, just be yourself, what does that even look like? I don't know. This is where we have to start to recognize who we are, and it just starts off by not letting others define you. Sitting and asking yourself, is that my opinion or is that theirs? And I mean physically, literally, in the moment, in your head or out loud if you're alone, being like, is that my view and is that my opinion of the world or that situation, or is that his or is that theirs? Because for many years, especially with men, the way I used to wear my hair and nails was actually the opinion of them. Not saying I used to hate it or I didn't like it as such, but it wouldn't have been my preference. But from that one comment of like, oh, I love when you wear your nails like that, or I love when girls have their hair like that, I subconsciously then said, okay, like that's my thing. If I'm with him, then that's what I'm gonna do. Has anyone noticed how Kourtney Kardashian kind of does that whole thing? Like when she's with a guy, she embodies a certain type of look. So when she was with Scott, she literally used to have like the whole high school preppy look, like shirts, a lot of pale colours, pale pinks, pastels. Now she's with Travis, she's absolute like rock chick, like very chic, very retro. And don't get me wrong, I love both styles. But it's just the perfect example of how you can be with someone. And it's not just in a relationship, but in general, you can be with someone for so many years. That then affects how you live your whole life, down to what you think, what you do. A psychoanalyst by the name of Carl Jung once said, the world will ask you who you are, and if you don't know who you are, the world will tell you. It hit. I haven't forgotten the quote since, because it is so true. Girl, you have to sit down with pen and paper or in your thoughts, whatever, and decide, who am I? And I'll be honest, it's a day-to-day process. It's one decision at a time that you realize, okay, I actually like this. Okay, I actually don't. But if you don't take that time out now, I'm telling you, you will eventually have to do it later, and it will be a lot more painful, because you will then live a life for others and not yourself. According to Jordan Peter, it is scientifically proven that when we move to a new environment, new cells are formed in our nervous system, literally like on a biological level. We then grow and transform through these new cells. So if we spend our whole life in one environment, one city, one place, one country, on a biological level, we're just selling ourselves short immediately. Imagine that. You're not even reaching your potential biologically, let alone physically, mentally, emotionally, intellectually. So it is so important for us to constantly challenge ourselves, and to do this through new environments, new places, going to new countries. I wish when I was younger I just got up and went. Don't get me wrong, I am not a backpacker by any means. Like, you know when people say, oh, I want to travel the world. Yeah, I want to travel the world, but I'll be honest, not in that sense. Like, I want to travel the world, luxurious hotels, big suitcase with all of my stuff in it. I haven't got the interest of backpacking all around the world. Like, that is not for me. That might be for you, sis, but it's not for me. But the importance of still going to new places, going to new environments. Me, I moved from Birmingham for a while for a relationship. It didn't work out, so what? I'm back now. But going there and living in a village and a different kind of lifestyle around different people was so interesting. That helped me grow. That helped me realize, okay, well, you've got to go out and meet friends. You've got to go and try and do classes. You've got to go out and find a new hairdresser. You've got to go out and you've got to go and try things. And that's not even that serious. Like, people move country and go and study abroad, but the more you can do and the more dramatic it is, the more it's going to challenge you, and therefore the more it's going to transform you, which will enable you to reach your full potential. You need to be willing to be a fool in the land of strangers. It is okay to be wrong. It is great to be wrong, matter of fact, because when you are wrong, that is when you learn. It is more important to notice that you are wrong than to prove that you are right. And I'll be honest, for someone like that, that one was a hard pill to swallow. But it's true. When you are wrong, that is when you learn. When you look back in your life at any moment in time, any point, that is when you improve. When you think, okay, I did it like this, now how can I do it better? Okay, I approached a situation like this, or that person like this, it didn't work, they didn't like it, I now can improve. When you are right, what do you learn in being right? Oh, okay, yeah, I'm right. The ego feels like it's on 10. But really and truly, your brain, your body, everything else has not learned anything. But when you are wrong, that is when you learn. Be willing to be a fool. Be willing to be cringe. Be willing to learn. Because I'm telling you now, this has been the most cringe-worthy year of my life. And I have learned the most I have ever learned. I have overcome some of my biggest fears ever on here. What? Like, what, left a 6-year relationship that I thought I would never have the courage to leave. What? Moved back home with my tails between my legs, and people saying, oh my God, Renee, have you really done that? You're really starting again. You've really got nowhere to live. You've really got no job. What? But in that space, I have grown more than I could ever imagine. Girl, you need to get an alter ego. If Beyonce has one, I don't know why the hell you don't have one. Sasha Fierce has been a big thing. Everyone knows about Sasha Fierce, and Kobe Bryant had the Black Menace, which basically was a snake. I only learned that the other day, but it was crazy. But he got this alter ego because he said when he was on the court and people were booing him or shouting things like he's not doing enough, he had to detach from the name Kobe. So he got a Black Menace, which was like a fierce snake that comes from the jungle, and that's what he was in the court. So when he got on the court, he was Black Menace, and he got on his game. His head was in the game. Didn't even recognize his name or attach any kind of emotion to it. You need to get an alter ego. I have got an alter ego, and it has changed everything. When I am scared, or I'm in fear, or I'm unsure, or I'm being challenged, what would she do? What would she do? My alter ego is Spartan Ren. I read this book by G.L. Lambert, and it's one of the best books ever. If you are single, you want to just level up, you want to love yourself, most importantly, it's amazing. He talks about women being Spartans. You're Sparta, the whole book. By the end of the book, I was like, okay, I am Spartan Ren. When I'm doing something I need to do, that is who's doing it. And your alter ego can be whoever or whatever. Some people even have symbols or objects. Like, I read a story where some sports people actually have an alter ego of a choo-choo train because they just really go straight and they're really focused. Obviously they don't come off track, but it's just like straight. So when they were playing, that was like, right, I'm a choo-choo train, which is crazy to me. But it just shows whatever it is for you, whatever embodies that courageous, strong, hot, determined, disciplined, focused girl. And those words might not even resonate with you, but whatever embodies what you are trying to be, get an alter ego like today and turn it on and off. When you are in a situation, in a room, doing a task, when you're trying to go to the gym and don't want to go, what would Sparta Ren do? Ask your alter ego what they would do. What would she do? Would she go out with the boy? Would she go and approach the man? Would she get the workout done? Would she create the content even though she's shit scared how people are going to view it? Would she wear her hair or cut her hair or dress like that because she wants to? And start embodying that more and more and more and more and more, and just watch the transformation. Girls, comment below and tell me the name of your alter ego. I'll see you next week.